Okay, this video is long overdue. I wish I could have released it months ago at the time that it did happen, but I couldn't because I was still collecting evidence against the people involved pertaining to my injury case with the Louisiana State Police. Now, this video that you all are fixing to see for yourselves is how the Louisiana State Police, District Attorney Cody Smith, and the present attorney Robert Dunkelman, that is representing the Louisiana State Police in my workers' comp case, how over the past 4 years, coming on 4 years, how they have had state-hired private investigators harass my mother and father at their workplaces and homes. So, what does my mother and father have to do with me being injured going through the Louisiana State Police Academy? Absolutely nothing. Now, as you all already know, they've tried to remove my Facebook and my YouTube channel because they said that it was an embarrassment to the Louisiana State Police and the judicial system of all the corruption that I have been telling all of y'all that is going on with my case. So I told them that it's not going anywhere. I'm protected by the Whistleblower Act and by my First Amendment right, along with me being able to tell the public how the courts have lost the evidence pertaining to my case of the doctor's depositions ruling in my favor, showing the Louisiana State Police at fault, showing causation that my injuries is due to me being tased with 50,000 volts. And they still do not want to give me any type of medical treatment that my doctor requests and their doctor requests. So this is everything that my family and I have been put through over the past 4 years coming on, like I said. And I will have more commentary about this video after you see it. I think it's the easiest way to go about telling what's going on or what's happening in the video. So let's get to the video and I'll explain in more details after y'all get to see it for yourselves. Here we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and play. It's March 15th. I had court this morning, and my mother got to work and she saw a suspicious vehicle. And after court, I talked to her and told her that I'd come up here and eat lunch with her. So when I did, we had to go get gas, so I went and got gas, and I drove across the bridge to get gas, and then came back across the bridge. So we eat at Burger King, and the same car that she thought was suspicious followed us. And then I noticed that there was 2 more vehicles that were tailing that vehicle. So we're gonna find out here shortly when the police arrive who these people are. Now, I totally understand in my situation the private investigators that I've had on me following me, but them showing up at my mother's workplace, which is right here at 1801 Jimmy Davis Highway. And as you can see, the Silver Edge blacked out windows is parked right across the street, across from that car that's in the parking lot with the 2 guys standing there. Now the other 2 cars are parked over here at the church parking lot in that silver truck in the corner. So I'm trying to not make this look too suspicious so I can get a unit over here to get these guys, so we can find out who they are. So I'm just waiting right at the moment, but I'll try to record when the police gets here on who they are and why they're stalking my mother at work. So I'll let y'all know in a few minutes. Okay, now what you just saw was a state private investigator sitting across the street and the 2 in the church parking lot. If you go back and pause the video right above my headrest in my back seat, if you look real closely, you will see the 2 vehicles parked in that church's corner of that church's parking lot. So I did get the license plate number of the Silver Edge, as you will hear later in this video, and more details of it. But I do want to play a portion of my last video so y'all can see how all these people are connected. And that's what I will be playing right now. But there's one thing that I guarantee that the state's probably going to say is that they were sitting out in front of my mother's workplace trying to find me. Well, as you heard in that video, what? They should have known where I was, because I was exactly where I was supposed to be, and that was in court that morning speaking to Judge Linda Smith at the Office of Workers' Comp. I was in court on the docket. So that's not even going to be able to cover their ass on why they're harassing my mother at her workplace every time she comes and goes from work. You know, when you have to look over your shoulder the whole time when you've done nothing wrong, you're innocent, you know, that just gets to a person after so long.
John Bell, that's our new governor. I was one of his big and early supporters, and I did a bunch of shit to him. As a result of that, I had some influence on who the new judge was. Not that many, Foster Campbell also helped. We just got a new judge.
Was Jack Bailey snitching out Governor John Bell Edwards himself, Judge Linda Smith, and Foster Campbell on committing unethical and illegal activities. Now, at the time that the video was taken of the state hired private investigator, what I did not know was the building to the left of that Silver Edge, watching my mother, is Judge Linda Smith's law firm. Now, the building directly behind that Silver Edge that is watching my mother at her workplace is Foster Campbell's office. So, Foster Campbell leases out Judge Linda Smith's law firm to her. So now you see how all these people are connected. When you connect the dots, dot the I's and cross the T's, it all comes together. So, this is what my family and I have been putting up with over the past 4 years coming on. And the next part of this video kind of makes Bossier City Police Department looks bad, but these two officers did not do what they were supposed to do when they showed up to this scene. But it is what it is. So let's get to that part of the video, and I'll have some more commentary about it.
They're watching my mother?
No, I'm telling you, this dude ain't watching nobody.
Oh,
He ain't watching nothing.
I'm not trying to argue with you. I just know.
Let me say it like this. I went over there and talked to him.
I got you.
I feel certain when I say this. Now this Canyon and this Avenger, I don't know nothing about them. They gone. I didn't see them.
What's the last plate today? NWYL 833.
Yeah, you had the right license plate.
Yeah. When I was pumping gas in Greenwood.
This dude.
That's how I picked him up.
This old dude. I honestly don't know that he knows where he's at. And see, they have to tell us that they're working if they are an investigator.
Well, he lied to you, and
well,
I got the state on all kinds of violations and corruption right now.
Spraggins and Corporal Lowe chose not to write a police report of this situation. For what reason, I do not know. This is not proper protocol at all. Especially when dispatch sends you to a suspicious vehicle, multiple suspicious vehicles, following a person around town. Then allowing all three vehicles to leave the scene without getting any information whatsoever to place into a police report for future reference. In case the person being followed around town comes up injured or dead, the police will know or have reasonable suspects to go after. Now I was pretty upset when this occurred, but Bossier City Police Department asked me if I would like to file a complaint against these two officers. I chose not to take it that far. I recalled that I did report the license plate number to dispatch, and dispatch made a note of it in the call log. So it is public record, or it has been public record. And Bossier City Police Department, my family and I was a concern for them, because they later informed me that that vehicle did come back to a state-hired private investigator. Now, this is what the state is willing to do to keep from taking responsibility for their malfeasance and negligence by harassing my family my mother and father at their homes and workplaces. Now, I think the state just needs to leave my family alone, because I'm just going to keep making these videos, and they just going to keep getting better and better on exposing the truth of what's behind the state police. So thank you all for watching. Please like, share, and so I can get the word out on what the state is doing to people to keep from taking responsibility for their actions. Thank you all. Have a good day.